Hey, I'm enjoying some alone time at the fairgrounds, but you know that this place looks a whole lot different in August and September when 350,000 people walk these paths. That is a whole lot of people in one place. And you have the opportunity to have a spiritual impact on each of them.
I think you got to try it.
You could tell that they were encouraged just by having us there.
You'll receive many blessings just as showing up at one shift, I'll guarantee you.
This prayer booth is just a way to be able to tell people what a great God we have.
If I can do it, you can do it.
I'm not quite sure how I got in charge of this thing.
The Alaska Conference has a booth at the fair. We're not selling corn dogs or giving pony rides. We're showing up to pray with people.
There's so much opportunity in this fair booth.
A little guy came up and asked us to pray for his father, about 12 years old. And his dad has been on drugs for a really long time. And you could just see the anguish of his heart that his dad would be able to overcome. And what an amazing thing to be able to pray with that little guy and pray with his dad. His dad was so reluctant to come in, and finally he did for his son, and to have prayer with him. It's just amazing.
Here are 5 ways to engage with prayer at the fair.
Number 1, pray. We need lots of prayer.
Pray for those who are working hard right now to organize this ministry.
We need prayer for the teams that are putting together the building, to have extra hands.
Pray for the connections that are made at the booth and the people that we're able to share some hope with.
We're going to have some cards there, but people can give their prayer requests, and we will continue to pray for them. We'd love to have churches that would volunteer to take those prayer requests for people that live in their area and take them to their prayer teams and pray over them again and again and again.
There are opportunities to be involved before the fair starts. We're building a booth and we would love your help.
Oh, yeah, we had this whole thing Connie brought up that she wanted a new prayer booth because of the wind and the rain and all that stuff.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
It was wet, it was cold.
That tent was not fun.
I probably wouldn't be there this year if we were in a tent.
And she's talking, well, you know, they're waiting on plans. They need somebody to draw plans. And I very reluctantly went, I can draw plans.
If you want to lend a helping hand to build the booth, we still need some people to help. Actually, use a hammer and a saw.
I encourage people to come out and give a day, just a day, and help put it together.
We've got all kinds of ideas to do a little bit of decorating, so it'll be inviting.
It was like, okay, I'm not coming again because I can't stand to get wet. And if you stayed late, it was cold and the wind would blow, and we brought blankets and we brought, sleeping bags and whatever we could find to cover up with, and just didn't help much. So the tent was kind of a big bummer to the whole thing.
It's like trying to get the literature away from the walls to maybe save some of it from being soaked.
This fair booth is going to be so much better than anything we've had in the past. It's going to be warmer, it's going to be more inviting.
And for years to come, we'll have a good, solid building.
Hey, another way you could be involved is by
donating to help pay for the booth.
This is not inexpensive to build a whole booth, to pay the fees at the fair, license fees, and as you can imagine, literature is fairly expensive, so we've stepped out in faith to do that.
Another way that you can be involved before the fair starts is by getting us information about what your church is doing, because we want to connect people with the ministry of your church.
We'd really like to see the churches participate. We are going to have, of course, Adventist literature, but we would love to have things that are going on in your church for the next 6 months, the next year after that, so we can have that there. So if we have people from Anchorage come in, they can see what you have going on in your church. If you got Pathfinders, cooking schools, what are you doing for Pentecost 2025? Can we put that in there? Are you having an evangelistic series? Let us know that. We have So many churches doing so many things. This is a way to get that information out there, so please, let us know. Come up with a flyer that we can have there and let people know that what's happening in your church that you can invite people to.
And here's the big one. We need volunteers to be present at the fair booth to connect with people and pray with them. The fair goes on for 150 hours, and we've committed to be there the whole time.
We really, 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 truly need more volunteers.
I was very, very reluctant when they asked for volunteers.
I have been impressed to step out of my comfort zone.
I don't like getting in front of strangers and talking, and I don't pray real well.
I think one of the things I feared the most was, people walking by and being rude or mean or saying something nasty. But I found that so many people, as they were walking by, even if they didn't come in, they were smiling. They smiled, they waved, they gave an encouraging thumbs up.
We need people from different churches. We need people from different backgrounds.
Don't worry about if you can pray well. Just be there, and if the Lord has something for that person to hear, it doesn't matter what you say. They're going to hear what He wants for that person.
It's always positive. Every day I was there, I met somebody that needed to have a connection.
Pray with people that are hurting in that moment, are afraid. Such an honor to be able to talk to people in those moments.
When they came back around, they would always say, thank you.
What surprised me the most was how many young people stopped by the tent.
So many young people.
I think having some young people volunteering for the booth would be great.
So volunteer.
Ask a friend to do it with you.
I say volunteer. I think you'd really enjoy it.
You might be just the face that somebody needs to walk in the booth to have prayer.